Hi Pisces, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Hope you guys are well. We're going to do your week ahead reading the 8th of July through to the 15th of July 2019. And we're doing the weekly check-in spread this week, as I always do. I really like this spread because it can show a story or it can just show a multiple of different things. So for the current self and the theme of the week, guys, we are using, and I've got 3 new decks to show you, Pisces. Universal Tarot Professional Edition. This is apparently for professional tarot readers, but I think if you're just starting out in tarot, guys, you can still use it. I mean, it's just another kind of Rider-Waite clone. It's just a massive deck. It's just like it's bigger than this deck. Hang on, let me show you. So I've got a couple of decks of this, the Rider-Waite, and I measured it yesterday, and I was like, oh wow, look, can you see? It's just like a lot bigger, quite a bit bigger than the actual giant Rider-Waite. So we're going to use that really lovely deck. Okay, we're going to use for the current style theme of the month, actually, sorry, Tarot of the 78 Doors. Really amazing deck. Love this deck. Not so much a Rider-Waite clone. Stands very much alone on its own merits. The cards are incredible, and what you can interpret from this is phenomenal. So we're using that. And then for the key goal, obstacle to overcome, and your major accomplishments for the week, we are using the Universal Tarot Professional Edition. No, sorry, got that wrong. Do apologise. We're using the Everyday Enchantment by Poppy Paddy, my Mucker cards. I love those ones. Then we're going to use this one for the third part of the reading. What do you need to avoid for the week? What do you need to embrace, and where you can find support? And we use for your spiritual advice and encouragement for the week, Pisces. The answer is simple. Cards by Sonia Chaquette. For the second part of your reading, which is the 15 card reading, work, any other energies coming in, work, finance, any other energies coming in, and love, we use another new deck, which is the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot, absolutely stunning. And for your advice around that area, we use the Angels of Abundance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue. Hope that all makes sense. As you guys know, I always start my videos off by showing the cards that I'm using for readings, always. It's just the way that I roll. If you don't like it, you can always kind of skim through that part if you like. Okay. Right, let's shuffle and have a look at who Pisces is. Sorry guys, I just washed this spread today and dried it, and it's still gets fluff on it. So Universe Spirit, show me who Pisces is between the 8th and the 15th of July 2019. Okay, show me what the theme of the week will be for Pisces. Okay, so there we go. First 2 cards. Show me what the key goal for the week will be for Pisces, please. Show me the key goal for the week for Pisces. Okay. Obstacles that you need to overcome in the week, or an obstacle you need to overcome. Okay. And any major accomplishments during the week that you could be making. There we go. Universe Spirit, show me what is it that Pisces, what does Pisces need to avoid in the week? Okay. Can you show me what Pisces needs to embrace during the week? What do they need to embrace? Whoops, daisy, there we go. That came up. And if they need to find support, where can they find it? There we go. That one's on top. They're pretty tricky to shovel because they're so big. Alright. There we go. Pull these over here. I'm going to just pull these down slightly so that we've got good space for you to see everything. Okay, Universe Spirit, what is the spiritual advice and guidance you have for Pisces during the week? What is the spiritual advice and guidance you have? Okay. There we go, Pisces. Let's have a look. So, who are you guys during the week? What are you about? Let's look. You are the... Is that right? No, they're meant to be upright. I've put them around the wrong way. You are the 3 of Coins. Nice energy. Working hard. Craftsmanship is the 3 of Coins energy. Some of you guys are working on a project. Some of you guys are working towards finishing a project with a 3. You can see on this is what this particular deck is, the Tarot of the 78 Doors. It shows you doors. So entrances and exits. So situations opening up, opening doors to situation, closing doors on situations. I really like this deck. And some of you guys are making a door. You're not literally, obviously, you're carving out a new path, I think, with this Three of Coins, because it's almost like you're carving out a new door. And when we're carving out something new, it's with the intention of bringing something new to life. Maybe it's a new opportunity with this Three of Pentacles card. I mean, the main thing with this Three of Coins is that this guy's sitting on a chair and he's carving out, you know, he's a craftsman. So some of you guys are very focused on your craftsmanship, focusing on your skills, focusing on your plans with the Three of Coins energy showing here. Some of you guys are finishing a project or focusing on finishing a project. The Three of Coins is all about focus, hard work, tenacity, planning is the Three of Coins. On this particular, whenever I see the, you know, whenever I do tarot, because I've got so many decks, I will look at each deck on its own merit, and I'll never read if something says, except if you get something like the Marseille deck or something like that, a Marseille deck which just shows the symbols and doesn't show people, then you can read it just quite generically. But when it shows people on them and they're doing something, I often read in terms of what I'm seeing going on in the card. And what I'm seeing you guys as this week is hardworking, tenacious, very focused on getting a project finished with the Three of Coins energy. And it will be obviously career related, or it could be something to do with the home as well with the Three of Coins energy. Some of you guys are crafting a new opportunity for yourselves as well with the Three of Coins energy showing here. What is the theme for the week, Pisces? The Ace of Swords. And again, this to me looks like another card of craftsmanship. Can you see the maze? And then you've got the sword energy. So this person has found the center of the maze. Can you see? They're at the center of the maze. So the theme of the week really is about finding the truth. It's about finding the answer with the Ace of Swords. It's about finding clarity. Because the Ace of Swords deals with the themes of finding clarity, finding the truth, insight. But this is all about seeing, you know, things as they are. When you get the Ace of Swords, seeing things clearly. It's about breaking the code when you have the Ace of Swords energy. Okay, finding the answers. And you can definitely see that the sword coming out of the sky is at the center of the maze. So this person has found the center. They've finally unlocked the maze. They've unlocked the puzzle. And I think the theme of the week for some of you guys is unlocking the puzzle and finding the center of that maze. It's about finding the truth, finding the answer this week. So some of you guys are searching for an answer, and the focus for the week will be on finding it, cracking a code with that Ace of Swords energy, seeing the clarity in a situation, because you guys are the Three of Coins energy, working hard to complete a particular project. And maybe this is the finishing line with some of you guys, where if you finally find that center of the maze, you finally, you know, crack the code. Let's have a look at what your key goal is for the week. Four of Wands is the key goal. So again, the Four of Wands, fours represent stability and security within the tower and structure. Four of Wands on this particular deck sees a celebration happening here. Okay, so it might be that one of the key goals with the Four of Wands energy is to finally be in a position where you can start to build or secure something. The key goal for the week might be to spend time with family and friends. It might be to celebrate. It might be to relax at home. It might be to have a good time with the Four of Wands energy showing up here. Fours generally represent building of stability, but there's more work to do with the Four of Wands energy. Four of Wands can also be the completion of a project with more work to do. Well, if you've got the Three of Coins here where you guys are working towards completing a particular project, your goal will be to finally complete it. Probably the first stage though with the Four of Wands. So it might be that your focus is, well, I've got a project to complete and my goal is to complete the first stage of this Three of Coins energy. There's going to be more work to be done after that, but my first, you know, my goal will be to at least finish the first stage of this particular project. Let's have a look at what the obstacle is you need to overcome. Okay, so you need to carry on going. Nine of Wands. The obstacle is carry on going. And I do feel that this might be work related for some of you guys. Because the Nine of Wands, you can see this young boy on the card. And he's got a, you know, he's got a crutch. His arm's in a sling. He's been battered. He's got a black eye. There are people standing around him, laughing at him, jeering him. He's probably been involved in a fight with someone. And he probably lost the fight, judging by the way that he looks, and probably all of this other person's friends are standing around laughing at him. But you know, the thing with the Nine of Wands, this is the card of the soldier. And the obstacle that you need to overcome with this Nine of Wands is being resilient. Okay, because that's what the Nine of Wands is, Pisces. It's about resilience. So the obstacle you need to overcome is the obstacle of being resilient and staying in there, staying put, staying by your, you know, staying by your post, as it were, with the Nine of Wands, not giving up. Because this might be tying in with this energy here, because the focus for the week, or the with the Ace of Swords energy, the theme of the week is going to be finding that center of the maze. So finally breaking a code, finally finding an answer with the Ace of Swords energy, finally getting a result with the Ace of Swords energy showing up here. Because you guys are probably working towards finishing a project, and your goal would be, well, if I can get the first stage done, Four of Wands energy, I'll be happy to do that. But this might be something difficult with the Nine of Wands. It might be that the obstacle is keep on going. Okay, because maybe you've had a lot of knockbacks with the Nine of Wands energy showing here in this situation. What is it, a major accomplishment that you could be achieving this week, Pisces? Well, the Knight of Cups is a major accomplishment. And the Knight of Cups is an offer. The Knight of Cups is help, it's support. And it might be a major accomplishment that you are, you know, it depends on who you are. And actually, Pisces, come to think about it, of course, Pisces, it's you, isn't it? This is your card. So you're that knight there. You're serenading someone here. So it might be the major accomplishment for some of you guys. This might be completely different to whatever is going on with some of these other cards. But the major accomplishment this week, Pisces, is that you might be able to serenade someone or seduce someone this week with this Knight of Cups energy. An offer that you extend to another individual, Pisces, may very well be extended with the Knight of Cups energy. But it could also be with the Knight of Cups energy, because this is definitely you on the card. This might be the ability, or a major accomplishment might be that some of you guys have the ability to follow a dream, or follow your heart, or follow your desire on a certain matter this week with the Knight of Cups energy showing here. Let's have a look at what you need to avoid. The Empress. Now, you know, the Empress is a great card. In one way, the Empress is number 3. It's about expansion and flourishing and prosperity, but she's also somebody who tends to wait, you know, because she has a 9-month incubation period. This can be the card of just waiting for things to develop. So maybe you need to avoid waiting for certain things to develop. I don't think that you are doing that, though, judging by these areas here where you are working hard to complete a project, and your goal is to get to the first stage of completion. Though there's going to be more work to be done with the Four of Wands. Some of you guys, it might be your goal is to spend time with family and friends and celebration and that type of thing. Four of Wands energy. Four of Wands can also be marriage and stuff like that. So maybe some of your goals this week is to do with marriage or relationships. But you need to avoid the Empress energy. Empresses tend to be nurturing and loving and kind, supportive human beings. They have a incubation period of 9 months, where they're waiting for the child to, fertility has taken hold, and they're waiting for the child now to grow. So but they're waiting for a development to happen. So it might be, I mean, she's planted the seed. This woman doesn't, you know, if she was to toil all the time, she wouldn't be looking pretty like this. So she's obviously done all of the hard work, and now she's just waiting for things to develop. So it might be that what you need to avoid this week is just sitting back and waiting for something in your life to develop. Okay, I know that you've put the work in, but for some reason it's saying to me, because I'm asking in my head, why should you avoid this with 3? And I think I'm going to actually get a clarifier on that. We'll use the Spiral Tarot for the clarifier. But why does Pisces need to avoid the Empress? And this could also be a person for some of you guys, Taurus, Libra, individual potentially, but the Empress could be a person. So this week, it might be that you need to avoid a person. This could be a female figure, boss. Usually, see, the thing with the Empress energy, as a mother or a boss, she can be overpowering, but usually that's reversed. But this could be a woman that you need to avoid. Maybe this person's kind of too overpowering in terms of how she thinks things should be. So it could be a person that you need to avoid, but it might also be that you need to avoid just sitting back now and kind of saying, well, the work's done, I'm just going to wait for things to happen. Why does Pisces need to avoid the Empress this week in 1 to 2 cards? Temperance. So temperance is balance, Temperance is, you see the Temperance card is like the Hermit, is like the Empress. It's amazing how many of these cards are very similar in tone. But what can happen with the Temperance card is that you are trying to, you're having to wait. You're having to be patient until things come together. So we've got Temperance and the Seven of Coins. Both cards are referencing waiting, both of them. You're waiting for something to come together here, because Temperance is all about a merger or a plan or a blend. And the Seven of Coins is waiting. So some of you guys, it's because you're waiting for something to come together here. This isn't a person, this is literally waiting for something. All three cards reference waiting, and you need to avoid waiting. With the Empress, it's waiting for something to be born, for something to grow bigger, larger, to develop. With the Temperance energy, it's waiting for things to come together. Things are going to happen, but you're going to have to be patient until the right alignment, the right balance is found. And then the Seven of Coins is waiting, again, it's like the Empress, waiting for things to develop and come to fruition. So you need to avoid doing that. Why does Pisces need to avoid doing this in 1 to 2 cards? Because the Hierophant. So Hierophant is guidance with the Hierophant energy. Or teaching or learning. Hierophant energy. You've got the Ten of Coins energy showing up here. I don't know whether this is anything to do with a guidance person, somebody within the family. The Ten of Coins is the family. Sometimes this can be somebody who's an elder within the family. Hierophant and the Ten of Coins. This might be something to do with... Hierophant can also be an organisation. Ten of Coins can be to do with wealth and family. But usually Hierophant can be somebody who's guiding you or an elder. This could be something to do with an elder, somebody within the family, that type of thing. I don't quite know what's going on with this area here, but it's saying that you need to avoid, Pisces, waiting for something to develop. And I asked it for further clarification. It was saying the same thing. Temperance is where you have to be patient and wait for things just to work themselves out. Okay. And Seven of Coins is waiting for things. All cards reference a wait. They all have the same word, waiting. Why is it that you need to avoid waiting? Because the Hierophant energy showing up here. Maybe you're being taught as well with the Hierophant energy that you need to complete a stage, because the Ten of Coins is completing a stage here. Hierophant is also guidance, something like that. What is it that you need to embrace this week? The Queen of Coins. You need to embrace that you have the resources, okay? You have the potential, the resources, the skills, the talents to make things work. So the Queen of Coins is all about what we value, what we hold. If you look at her, what she's got in her hand, it's a seed. The Ace of Coins. Okay, so she has the seed. She has the resource to put it into the ground and to grow things. But I think that you've already done this. This Queen of Coins and this Empress are the same energy. But one of them is saying you need to avoid waiting. The other one is saying that you need to embrace the Queen of Coins energy. I think that it's just saying that you need to avoid wait. Because what I'm seeing here, and I'm wondering if it factors into these areas here, Pisces, where I'm seeing that you are working. You're working on completing a project. And your goals are to at least complete the first stage. But the obstacle you need to avoid is, the obstacle you need to overcome is the Nine of Wands, having to keep going, because some of you guys are feeling really tired. You've been at something for a long time, and the theme of the week is literally cracking a code, or finally getting to the centre of the mind. So basically it's just getting to the deadline with the Ace of Swords. So, you know, that's the goal, that's the theme of the week, getting to the deadline with the Ace of Swords energy. You guys working hard to finish a project. The goal is for the week to complete the first stage, but you need to overcome the obstacle of getting really tired with the Nine of Wands. You need to keep going. I'm not going to read this card because I just don't think this. I think this is something entirely different. If this isn't you though, Pisces, it might be that the major accomplishment is you're receiving some help or assistance with the Knight of Cups energy. Or you're receiving some form of sustenance. Because when you're really tired with the Nine of Wands, what you really want is water with the Knight of Cups energy. So you might be keep getting that. But you need to avoid giving up this. You need to avoid just sitting back and waiting for the developments. Because it might be that if you need to overcome an obstacle of kind of keep on going, it might be that some of you guys with the Empress energy are just tempted to sit back and say, well, you know what, I'm not putting any more work into this. I'm just going to see what comes off it. Because you've got the clarification here of the Temperance and the Seven of Pentacles, both cards. When you do clarifies, look at what's in common with the cards, and what's in common with all three cards, Empress, Temperance and Seven of Coins, is waiting. So you guys, possibly because this is the obstacle that you need to overcome, Pisces, where you need to overcome the obstacle of kind of keep on going. it might be that you are very tempted to sit back and say, oh, you know, I think I'm just going to leave this now and just see what comes off it. I'm not going to put any more. But I think that you have been guided. I think that this is more guidance to complete the task. 10 of coins tends to represent completion. And because coins can reference work, this is completing the project. So I think that you've been guided. I think it's because it's saying you need to avoid, with this Empress energy, waiting for things to have developed, clarified by Temperance and 7 of coins. Again, it's just waiting for things to just kind of align and come together. But the universe is saying, well, you can't do that because you have been guided, I think, with this Hierophant energy to complete the task at hand. You have to complete this thing. So you have to really focus on that card for the week, Pisces. You really do. It's imperative that you focus on this card, the 9 of Wands. You can't give up. You can't. And some of you guys will be tempted to give up with this area here. But the universe is saying, well, no. You have been tasked with finishing this particular project. You've got to see it through. You need to embrace it. You have the resources with the Ace of Coins to do it. You have the resources. It's just that some of you guys think to yourself, well, I'm not actually getting anywhere in this area here. Some of you guys are like, well, I'm not, what's the point? I'm not getting anywhere. You know, I'm nowhere near the centre of the bloody maze. You know, I still haven't unlocked the code to what will help me finish and complete this and get to stage 1. Whether it's a video game or, you know, work project, whatever it is, the universe is saying that you have the resources with the Queen of Coins energy to make this thing happen. What is the advice, and where can you find support if you need it? From the 5 of Swords. That's interesting. So maybe you can find support from someone who's been defeated, from someone who's given up. Or but then the 5 of Swords is also a card about being triumphant. So somebody who's overthrown their doubts. So the 5 of Swords can also, as a very mental card, be about overthrowing your doubts. This is your doubts. The 2 people walking away there are the doubts that are, and the negative thought patterns that are leaving, and this is triumph. So 5 of Swords can definitely be a triumphant card. And I think that, what, you know, if you want to seek support from someone who's won. Somebody who's, you know, won the game. Somebody who has, with this 5 of Swords energy, managed to overcome their doubts to see triumph reign. You know, with the 5 of Swords. Speak to someone who's actually achieved, you know, their goal through hard work, tenacity, and yeah, a little bit of a fight, unfortunately, but they've got there. Just seek support from someone who's done that. Because you need a little bit of that, Pisces. No matter how you want to look at this, you need a little bit of that. Because some of you guys, I think, will be on the verge of giving up on something here. Because the theme of the week is about cracking that code, getting to the centre of the maze, you know, getting to the finish line. You have work to do. God, the goal is to get to the first stage, at least. Obstacle you need to overcome is overcoming the tiredness to keep on going. People around you don't believe in you. This is what these people here on the sides represent, but you just got to keep on going. And the major accomplishment might be something like, I mean, this could definitely be you, but then you could be making people listen. You are serenading someone here, so, you know, a major accomplishment might be about getting someone to sit up and listen. Or indeed, maybe if this isn't you, being offered some support, sustenance and help. The water of life, kind of given to the very kind of dry, hot, tired soldier of the 9 of Wands, which is you, Pisces. Avoid just sitting back and waiting for things to happen because you're really tired. Because some of you guys you're waiting for, you know, the Temperance energy, 7 of Coins. You're waiting for, you know, all the hard work that you've put in to show rewards right now and for things to align themselves. But the universe is saying, well, unless you complete the task, it's not going to happen, because I think that you are being guided with the Hierophant energy, with that 10 of Coins energy, to complete the task. You can't give up and just say, well, I've put enough work and I'll just see what happens. The universe is saying, well, you started and you've definitely got to finish it. You have the resources. Embrace the fact that you are savvy, you're intelligent, you're business-minded for some of you guys with that Queen of Coins energy. You are extraordinarily intelligent when it comes to tactics and strategy and how things work with the Queen of Coins energy, and you have the resources to make this work. And if you need support, Pisces, go seek out someone who's been in the same boat as you. Go seek out someone who's had to make those sacrifices with the 5 of Swords to get themselves on top. Go and speak to someone who's had to kind of overcome their fears to fight the battle and win with the 5 of Swords energy. And what is the spiritual advice and encouragement for the week? Just to thank God. Pray. Just thank God, because you can see the ship here. Look, the ship is coming in. So I think that the universe is saying, can you see how he set the signal? A lot, and the ship is coming in. So I think in a way this card is saying not only thank God, but also Pisces, recognize that your prayers are being answered, because the prayer is the signal that you put out here. His hands together and the signal is the prayer, and the ship coming in is God answering the prayer. All right, so I think the advice, encouragement is not only to thank God, but understand that all your prayers, all of your kind of talking to God and asking for help, it's going to be answered with that thank God card. An amazing reading, guys. Really, really good. Let's quickly have a look at your 15 card. I only discovered this spiral tarot the other day. I didn't even know I had the deck. Must have completely forgotten. Okay, so let's put this to the side, like so. And let's pick up these other cards. Where are we? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and we're going to pick up these ones here. Where are we on that? That's fine. And we're going to pick up these ones here. Okay. Right. So, finally, going to get your final reading. Okay. Universe, Spirit, any other energies? Show me in 5 cards other energies coming in for Pisces. That's 1. Give me 4 more cards, please. 8 to the 15th of July 2019. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Let's just move this here a little bit because I can see that it's a little bit out of sync. Can you show me, please, Universe, for Pisces, love? What do you see coming in for love? Okay. 8th to the 15th of July 2019. Okay, there we go. Can you show me, please, Universe, money, finance, career? Either one or both together, it's up to you. For 8 to the 15th of July 2019 for Pisces. And remember, guys, this is a general reading, so not everything's going to pan out, you know. Some of you guys it will, some won't. It's just the way it is. Okay, there we go. Let's have a look. So, what are we seeing in terms of anything other coming in? Right, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've got the 6 of Cups showing up here. I think that's the 6, yeah. 6 of Cups is the first. So this is to do with children, close relationships, but also the past with the 6 of Cups energy showing up here. 5 of Wands. Okay, so the 5 of Wands is an argument, conflict, competitiveness. Okay, showing up here. So I'm seeing competition showing up here, an argument. Could be an argument maybe with somebody from the past with the 6 of Cups, or it could be a childish argument. Childish 6 of Cups, 5 of Wands argument. So it could be an argument with, childish argument, or maybe an argument with somebody from the past. The wheel, I think this is going to change. I think this is going to be overcome because the wheel is changing. I don't see it as going around in circles. I'm hoping that something doesn't go around. I mean, this could also be because it's bringing things in and out. It might be that an argument from the past is going to resurface with that Wheel of Fortune. It's going to come back round again. So I actually feel that an argument from the past is going to resurface maybe for some of you guys. And the Hermit. So we've got the Hermit here. Hermit is withdrawal, but Hermit is... And I notice that he's not looking into the wheel. Usually when I see Hermits looking into cards, they're focusing on them. But when they're kind of... He's looking away. Some of you guys wanting to perhaps distance yourself with the Hermit energy showing up here. Knight of Wands energy showing up here. Some of you guys probably wanting to distance or withdraw yourself from an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius individual. I actually feel that this might be... I mean, it could be love for some of you Pisces. I mean, this does not have to be a fire sign individual. This is just somebody who, a Knight of Wands is somebody who is young, or they act younger, perhaps. I'm getting the feeling that this is definitely a person, and this is you. I think this is you, Pisces, and this is this individual. And I see that it's almost like you've seen the light. You know who this person is. So for some of you guys, I get the impression that a past argument or a past kind of conflict is resurfacing itself with the Wheel of Fortune. But I feel that you see, because this is the eyes, the lamp is the eyes. What you see, Pisces, is that this person is probably Knight of Wands energy. I think that it's a lot of the bit that you want to withdraw, I think, from this individual, the Knight of Wands, or you just see this Knight of Wands for who they are. And this is somebody who's just a hothead and somebody who likes to create a bit of drama. Because to be honest with you, the Wands do represent drama, as well as the Swords. I read the Wands as drama queens as well. They like to create some drama. And I feel that you see that this person... and also, there's, you know, the Hermit can be slow and then fast with the Knight of Wands energy. So it might be that this is actually saying as well that perhaps there's an argument that, you know, a Six of Cups, a past argument or some form of a past contention that resurfaces itself. I think for some of you guys more than anything, it's actually that this might start slow, but then it picks up the pace perhaps by the end of the week. Because this is slow and then this is fast. Let's have a look at what's going on in love. You have the King of Coins, I believe that is. So this could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces. Let's have a look. Four of Swords energy. I think there's somebody here who's either contemplating or they're withdrawn. If I look at both of these people, they look asleep. So I get the impression that there's a person here who seems to have withdrawn a little bit with the Four of Swords energy. Emperor energy showing up here. So the Emperor is all about boundaries. And this could be two people showing up here potentially. Let's look at the next card. Well, no, Two of Cups. Two of Cups. So there's a connection or a meeting or I don't like to say that because this looks relatively new. It's almost like it's saying that after somebody's withdrawn, this King of Pentacles withdrew. So I get the impression that somebody withdrew from you, Pisces. But after that, you've got a man showing up here. Male or female Emperor. Aries could be, individual, doesn't have to be. But this will be a really strong individual. Somebody you're going to really connect to with the Two of Cups energy. Ace of Coins showing here. This is the Ace of Coins, isn't it? It's number one, yeah. Ace of Coins. Somebody who you connect with and you're starting to build perhaps something serious or solid with. So I think that this area here is somebody who withdrew from you. But I'm seeing somebody else coming in for some of you guys potentially. Somebody who you'll start to build something slowly and surely with. The Ace of Coins is great. Alright, it's a card of commitment, but really it's an ace. So it talks about a small, grounded beginning. So this is the Two of Cups. It's the emotional connection card. So some of you guys are emotionally connecting this week, I think, to a person. An Emperor here, somebody who's probably a little bit more solid than whoever this is that, you know, kind of walked away or got bored or withdrew or even ghosted you. Because there could have been somebody here who completely ghosted some of you guys. Four of Swords can definitely be a ghosting card. So this person... There may have been somebody that ghosted you, but I'm seeing someone you're going to connect to, an Emperor. Some of you guys connecting to this individual and starting to build something small but solid. Maybe a solid friendship with the individual going forward. Let's have a quick look at your money or career. Right, we've got the Page of Swords. That is the Page of Swords. So Page of Swords is usually information, a letter, an agreement, something legal sometimes. Strength showing up here. So strength is strong position. Okay, I'm seeing a really good message coming in here. A really strong message coming in here with the Page of Swords and the strength energy showing up here. It's definitely to do with finances. So I'm seeing a really positive message coming in to do with a job or your finances, resources with the Queen of Coins energy. Your savings with the Queen of Coins energy showing up here. We've got the Justice. Is that Justice or which one is this one? No, it's the Knight of Swords. Sudden changes can be the Knight of Swords energy showing up here. Could be some Knight of... Yeah, sudden changes, something swift happening with the Knight of Swords energy. King of Wands. I think this is. Sudden change, some form of success with the King of Wands energy. I think this is more finances than anything. It's finances or a job. What I'm seeing here is, and also they might be changing, because this is advertising is the King of Wands energy. So this doesn't look really that serious to me with finances. It just says to me that you're getting some positive messages coming through. It's to do with your savings, perhaps with the Queen of Coins energy. Sudden changes. I mean, the King of Wands isn't really a policy card, but it can be kind of sudden changes maybe in the way that they're advertising stuff. So this might simply just be a message coming from the bank. I think this is a message coming from the bank. If it's not that, then maybe this is a positive message coming from about a job, for example, with the Queen of Coins energy showing up here. Sudden information from a king, because when you get the Knight in front of a card, it tells you where the message is coming from. So information, some sudden information coming in from a King of Wands. So it's either money, or if it's money, this could be just sort of information concerning maybe advertising, how the bank does stuff and what's happening with your accounts, that type of thing. If it's work, then I'm seeing a message coming in from a King of Wands. And this is unexpected as well, so it could be an unexpected message coming from a King of Wands energy about a job. Really positive message though showing up here. Really nice reading, guys. Let's have a quick look at finally the advice for the week through the Angels of Abundance cards. Universe, Spirit, what is the advice you have for Pisces during the week? What's the advice? Right, successful funding. Nice. So it says, your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships and other investments are available to help you. So that could definitely be something that's showing up here as well. Definitely be something here. If you do have a positive message, it is concerning money, resources. And this could be something unexpected. And King of Wands can definitely be your crowdfunding, because this represents people like crowdfunding, partnerships. You know, if you go to any of those sites that you can generate kind of money, for example, places where, I can't remember what they're called actually. Kickstarter, for example, is one where you'd make a product and then you get people to fund it. That's the King of Wands card. It's to do with advertising. So this could be, news concerning advertising, for example, because news is Knight of Wands as well. Advertising, and this could be, money, resources, and positive message concerning money, resources, news concerning advertising, which could be your crowdfunding and your Kickstarter and that type of thing. So excellent week. Pisces, I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me. If you would like a private reading, you know where to go. Details are below. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Love you.